We're back with another installment of the Morning Sports Session. I'm your host, D Banks, and I'm here as always with my colleagues, Denzel, Patrick, and Jarrell. On today's episode, we'll be going into topics such as the AFC East predictions, to NWA's shootout and a 4-point shootout, and the impact of Charlottesville in the NFL. First bake, I'm going to talk about Lonzo chooses LeBron over Kobe. Lonzo, the newest Laker, the one that's supposed to bring them back to the promised land, says he thinks LeBron's better than Kobe. You're looking at me. You're looking at me like you got something to say.
Listen, as much as I love LeBron, guys, Lonzo shouldn't have said it.
You think so?
I just think I understand where he's coming from, but he's in Kobe land. Like he can't do it. I mean, obviously BBB, the Triple Bs, is about being free and doing what you want and saying what you want. And they're very independent. But like until he produces, I believe like he has to. He has to live on
heir apparent.
Yeah.
Next Kobe.
You're the face of the franchise. You have to look up to Kobe. I think he should have just been quiet.
It's LA. It's gonna upset a lot of Los Angeles people, but at the end of the day, it's a recruiting tool, man.
That's exactly what it is.
You know what it is. Lonzo can't have Kobe on the team.
I know.
But he can have Bron.
What does he get out of talking up Kobe? But when he gets out of talking up Kobe, he gets Kobe's guidance. He gets Kobe's mentorship.
He's gonna get that no matter what.
I don't think so. Now I think
he said, you know how Mamba is. Mamba
was like, I think he's like, call LeBron.
Well, call LeBron.
This is Kobe, not Michael. Kobe's not petty. Kobe has already
modeled himself after Michael.
But Kobe has already told every NBA player, "I've been open, but listen, you guys need something. I'm here." Now you don't think he's gonna give it to Lonzo, who's taking over the Lakers?
Shut your mouth. Like that's what Kobe was.
And as much as it's a marketing thing, like I'm sure you guys will agree with this. Laker fans all across the world cringed when they heard him say those words.
You know they did.
He was wearing a Laker jersey while he said it. Like you can't do that.
A lot of people cried purple and yellow tears.
But the thing is, LeBron is going to be wearing that same yellow and purple jersey next year.
It's definite that Kobe did. It's definite that Lonzo will. Why are you speaking on another active player?
Because Lonzo knows he ain't gonna be able to do it by himself.
But like,
only active player that can help him is Bron.
But
LeBron
would. I don't think this affects LeBron at all. I think more so LeBron would have been like their marketing. If he would have said Kobe behind doors, he could have been like, "Yeah, you're better." But I don't think Lonzo thought this out because.
See, I think he did. In his defense, in Lonzo's defense, I got this argument. Years ago, Lonzo, growing up, being interviewed, has stated that LeBron, since he was a kid, was his favorite player.
Yeah,
like that's who he. That was his. You know what I mean? Like that's who he looked up to. So I feel like instead of giving what everyone wants to hear, he gave everyone an honest answer. So and even if it wasn't recruiting, I think he kept it a bean and just looked at like Bron's my favorite player.
Okay, that's my favorite guy.
Yeah.
Ask me about him.
So he took a page out of his pops' book.
Basically,
I mean,
more ball.
I mean, if you're on record saying that you pick LeBron over Kobe, you can't come back now a year later and
Kobe
tell them now that I'm a Laker, don't sit there and
only because I'm a Laker. Yeah, and Kobe, Kobe would be like,
you're right. I understand and I agree.
Yeah,
but. At the end of the day, he could have kept it to himself and on that stage, in that moment.
Yeah, he didn't have to.
He shouldn't answer the question.
He didn't have to answer.
You're a Laker. Kobe's one of the top 5 greatest Lakers. You're not supposed to pick anybody.
Really,
Laker media did.
What it comes down to is
I said Magic.
What it comes down to is once again
Kobe, LeBron, Magic.
Once again, a reporter asking a question that they shouldn't answer. They shouldn't ask. You asked a question that you already know the answer to.
And they set him up for it.
They asked a question that I guarantee you that they seen the interview before of him.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch Lonzo switching his answer.
Yeah,
I mean, just a reporter looking for another story.
And Lonzo has been out saying a lot of random things lately.
He's a kid.
He's open book.
He's 20 followers. Now you got 20 million. Like you're everything you say now is microscope.
I mean, look at his dad. You think Lonzo really is going to think that much about what he says?
Oh, you think Lonzo got a mute button?
No, Lonzo don't got no mute button.
Lonzo likes what he likes, and he's going to say.
Lonzo's a lot.
No disrespect. Lonzo likes what he likes, and Lonzo does what he wants, right? Because we did see the rookie picture. He did have the ball compared standing next to Markelle Fultz, huh?
He did have have the ball. He's standing next to the newest Sixer.
It's Lonzo's. It's Lonzo's year. It's Lonzo's time. He's the face of the franchise.
Who was the number one overall pick of the NBA draft? Markelle,
president.
So why did he let Lonzo have the ball? Because Lonzo's the man.
Because Lonzo can have the ball.
It makes sense now. I know.
Because Lonzo's the point guard. Fultz is playing off ball. Playing off ball, catch and shoot.
It makes sense. He's the franchise, but I still feel he has to give Kobe some more respect, or at least do something.
I feel like Lonzo, you're doing you, keep doing it. We're going to change our focus here now from the NBA to the NFL. Getting to one of the more controversial divisions in the NFL, the AFC East. Got a few fans of that division over here.
Off, Denzel.
AFC East predictions, what do we got?
As a Patriots fan, it's a great time. It's a great time to be one. I mean, our division, as we talked about yesterday, guys, it's literally every team is
self-imploded.
Exactly, they've self-imploded because they know what's gonna happen this year. We got the Jets coming in. The Jets. I got them winning maybe 2 divisional games. They might pull one out against the Bills. They might pull one out against the Dolphins just because they're in so much turmoil themselves, which I'll get to in a second here. So I feel like at the bottom of the division, it's going to be so up in the air that they can get 2. But I haven't. That's all I got for 2-14 for them this year. They lost Calvin Pryor and Marcus Gilchrist in that secondary, so a defense that already wasn't that good got worse. The Bills, before the trade, I felt like they could be decent. They could actually show some sign of like light at the end of the tunnel.
On paper, it looked big.
Yeah, I mean, they went out and signed Anquan Bolden a couple weeks ago, if you guys remember that. So, like, I mean, it's kind of crazy that they did it, but now, looking at the roster, and LaShawn was said that LaShawn came in looking better than he ever did.
Yep.
I still don't see them getting more than 4 wins. So, it's going to be tough for them this year. Now, the Dolphins, let's get to them. I got them coming in, maybe winning like 7 or 9, because although they lost Tannehill, I've told you guys before, I believe Cutler will be decent for them. Yeah. He's not that far of a drop off, and he's played for Gates before, so I think he can actually produce. They lost their linebacker.
Raquan McMillan.
Yeah, Raquan McMillan, which is a big loss for them, but they also signed Lawrence Timmons, so I mean, he's not going to be better, but it'll still work out for them. I see them in the middle of the pack, but not a playoff team again. But obviously, let's talk about it, guys. It's time.
That's a record.
15-1, 14-2. I see maybe 1 or 2 losses to decent teams that actually prove themselves this year, maybe. But with us having the best offseason without even having to draft a player, I mean, we brought in Brandon Cooks. We brought in Coney Ely. We brought in David Wright, who was a big piece to our middle linebacker core, considering we lost Jalen Collins last year. Jamie Collins last year. Yeah, I'm sorry. So it was big time off season for us, and I'm expecting a lot out of us. And Tom Brady's 40.
He is 40.
But he didn't get a 99 overall rating on Madden this year for nothing. He's coming in strong, and I'm feeling like we'll produce, guys. It's going to be a big year for us. We want to get that 6 to catch y'all.
It pains me to talk about this division, as you know. But let's talk about the seller. Like you said, we all know the Patriots are winning the division. Can we all say safe to say we all know that?
Yeah.
Well, the rest of the division is not looking good.
No.
I have the Jets in the basement, and I say basement lightly, at 1-15.
Yeah.
1 win.
1 win. And you know what? I had to convince myself to give them that win.
Yeah. I look at their schedule, and I think I got them winning the first game. That's it, maybe, against the Bills.
I'll have to double check to give you a straight answer on what my win was, but I have them at 1-15. Buffalo, like you said, I had kind of hope. I could have seen them as the second place team in this division.
Yeah.
Shady, I feel bad for him. I have them finish
Tyrod too.
3-13. Tyrod's it's the worst for him because he's coming in trying to prove himself to a team that obviously doesn't care because they got rid of all his weapons besides Shady.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So, them at 3-13. Miami in second place.
Yeah, again.
Not even close to the playoffs. I got them at 5-11.
Yeah.
And literally like it pained me to really give them 3 teams.
Faith in Cutler.
No faith in Cutler. I've seen Jay for too long. I had faith in him back in Denver and beginning of Chicago days. That's been gone.
Yeah.
Jay, that's been gone. I feel like at points he gets out there and tries throwing picks.
He did play.
Tries.
In recent history, his most successful season was under Gase, though. So
yes, I agree.
Give him a chance
it is going to be a new start for him, so that could be could be a turnaround. Mm-hmm. So that's why I had them in second place. Still at 5-11. New England. Now I can't believe I'm saying this, but I had to convince myself to not let them go undefeated. I had to convince myself. Not only
they got a game versus Pittsburgh.
You know our record. As a Pittsburgh fan, I'm an honest Pittsburgh fan. You know our record against New England. It's not very well. It's not very well at all. But I have them losing 3 games, finishing 13-3, and their 3 losses. I did give them a Steeler loss because you never know. I'm not gonna lie. Lost to Pittsburgh. And I also gave them losses to Denver, which because they're 3-9 in Denver. Tom Brady.
Tough place
yeah,
to play,
mile high, you know that altitude, so anything can happen. And I also have them losing against the Raiders in Mexico City.
Marshawn.
And I'm not saying that they're guaranteed. Like I said, I had to convince myself to make them not go undefeated. So if anyone were to beat the Patriots, those are my 3 teams that I can see beating the Patriots. If not, well, I'm not going to give it to the Chiefs week 1. It's in Foxborough. We know what that is.
Like I said, I got 1 and 2, and none of them will be the Steelers.
That's fine.
All right.
That's fine.
I already ripped the Jets apart, so I didn't even want to dive too much into that.
What you have them finishing, Patrick?
Christian Hackenberg's their quarterback. They're going to finish 0-16. I'm
I'm
already on record saying that this is the worst offense I've ever seen, and I'm serious. This is the worst. Christian Hackenberg is quarterbacking a team that's throwing the ball to pretty much my colleague Denzel. might as well be my colleague Denzel Carter. I mean, I don't understand how it gets much better. So their offense is the worst offense I've ever seen. They're not going to win a game. How do you win a game with that? I just don't see it happen. They're going to need their defense to score for them. The Bills, 3-13.
Yeah.
They self-imploded. I mean, they decided this is the route they want to go. Obviously, with their trade, and then they're going to be good in the future. So at this point, I think they're just going to chalk the season up and let's see how high the pick we can get. Yep, let's see what quarterback we're going to get to draft this year.
Yeah, because
the Dolphins at 6-10.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
It's
up the color. Yeah, it's up the color.
Now time it is now. Seatbelts on, windows up. It's the burn run. Ronaldo banned 5 games. What happened?
Ronaldo scored a goal, game-winning goal. Took off his shirt, gets a yellow card.
Oh.
Okay, whatever. So he goes on the field, and they get the ball in the penalty box. He gets knocked down. They call him for a yellow card, saying that he dove into the penalty box, taunting the other players. So gets another yellow that equals red. You're out the game. So he goes to the refs and gives him a little love tap.
It was
that
too,
equals a 5-game suspension.
It shouldn't.
It should have been a 12-game suspension.
Oh,
listen,
you can't be assaulting refs.
The rules are rules. Listen, all athletes know the golden rule. You do not touch the ref. We all know that.
I agree.
He's lucky he didn't
get it.
get it.
You gotta have respect for the officials.
He's lucky he didn't. Good for the league to let it be known that they're not.
It is Ronaldo. He don't care.
Good for the league to let it be known.
He don't care.
As we move on now
to
the basketball court from the soccer field. My favorite one, the NWA shootout. Ice Cube versus LeVar Ball.
Dude, listen. LeVar, I don't know what happened to you. You're the same guy that called out Michael Jordan. I don't care. Called out Michael Jordan. I don't care how deep this shot was. You cannot let Ice Cube beat you.
Ice Cube.
You dropped 2.2. You play college ball. It don't matter if it was only 2.2.
LeVar is a big man at heart. I'm proud of you, LeVar, for making one. That's how you do it. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Bro, Ice Cube was out there flinging it like a little girl, and he still made more than
Ice Cube ain't ever played big man. It don't matter. LeVar's born in the post.
So why do you accept the shooting challenge?
Cause he's out for everything. He ain't scared of nobody.
This was marketing gone wrong.
No, he was looking. I heard he was looking at MJ while he was shooting the whole time, talking crap.
Exactly. Do you remember?
What is he talking?
Do you remember when MJ won?
Hey, he's a big man.
Jumpers at camp in front of all those kids.
As we leave the shootout.
MJ was smart.
Congratulations to Ice Cube on that victory. Do it for the Hood Brothers. We're gonna change our attention to the NFL season. Already some injuries going on. What's happening, guys?
My biggest two, man, Devontae Freeman. First off, his concussion protocol, and previously he's been in it a number of times. So I feel like he is one to watch because you don't know how it's going to turn out, whether it continues to happen or he gets better. So we'll see. It's going to be day to day for now. And Jordan Matthews.
Just
in his first practice with the Bills, he fractured his sternum. They have him listed as week to week.
That's crazy. So he's at least one.
He's a receiver. He takes hits, so I mean, he's gonna be off for a good little bit until he has
sternum.
Yeah, until he has confidence back in himself. He's gonna be off for a while.
The one that I got is the Chargers lost Denzel Perryman, and he was carted off with an ankle injury, and he was supposed to be the guy to call the defensive plays for them this year. So that's a big time loss for them.
It's more than just a player. That's your defensive leader.
They still got some people in the defense, but Raquan McMillan, we said earlier, torn ACL. Dolphins middle linebacker out for the season.
That hurts the Dolphins.
Andrew Luck, we're still waiting on.
As we speak about great quarterbacks, since he brought up Andrew Luck, let's get on to the signing. The Ravens, they needed a quarterback. We've been rooting for Cap. Did they get him?
And they signed Thad.
Thad
great
Lewis.
Quarterback.
Yeah, the great quarterback in
Thad Lewis from Duke
It's
University.
a sad day when we gotta knock a man for getting signed in the NFL.
Right.
But the problem is, with the Ravens put him in a situation where, like, no matter what, if he ever gets any tick this year, we're going to continuously compare him to what Cap could have done.
All eyes are going to be on him.
All eyes
are going to be on him.
Ridiculous.
He only has 5 career starts under his belt,
and hasn't thrown a pass in 4 years.
And they feel like he's more fit than Colin Kaepernick. So I guess the Ravens know a lot.
Or he's not a distraction.
He might fit their system.
He's not a distraction. He doesn't.
But guess what?
What it is.
I don't think they realize he is a distraction now.
Oh, of course
he is a distraction now.
Anybody you brought in was going to be a distraction at this point.
Definitely a questionable sign.
And the fact that he's a minority doesn't make it any better.
They know their team better than anyone.
The fact that he's a minority doesn't make it any better either, because now it seems like, oh, you'll sign him, but you won't sign Cap. Why? Because
question that we're waiting to answer until Cap finds out.
Because he kneeled.
They thought they were doing something right, and they didn't.
As we go from the NFL to the college basketball scene, 2018 #1 recruit Marvin Bagley got big news today. Going to Duke early, huh? Reclassified. Pat, tell us about it.
Big news.
How does reclassified work? Like, what happens?
Well, so he graduated high school this year.
Okay.
SAT scores weren't up to par. Mm-hmm. Didn't think that they were going to be, so he was listed as 2018. He's going to go to prep school for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Gets the call from Coach K. You're good, bro. You're good.
Now we have a 6'11" athletic interior big body.
Bad
shoot and dribble just like
North Carolina.
Added to the group.
Jerome, man, what's wrong, bro?
No comment.
If I was a North Carolina fan, all my Tar Heel fans out there, I'd be sweating.
Yeah,
sweating. I feel the puddle right there.
As the heat turns up on North Carolina, that brings us to the end of the burn run. As we come to our next segment, the Blaze Point, which is a very hot topic going around the country. Anybody has seen this. We got athletes speaking about it. We got the president going in about it. Charlottesville, Virginia.
Barely.
There was some things happening. Like, let's hear about it. What do you guys think about it?
Not going in about it. But we'll wait on that. So, with everything going on, NFL players now need to step up more than ever. They need to show what Kaepernick did last year, the bravery that Kaepernick had to put his job on the line. Every black player in the NFL, and you even see white players today stepping out and saying stuff.
Unity is needed.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
People need to step up, and like this thing hurts me because I see it a lot. White people try not to acknowledge the racism that's going on.
Yeah.
And then they act like, yeah, it's a thing of the past. So that's done. You guys are living 250 years ago.
No, we're
this
not.
is yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
This was this weekend.
This
isn't.
I just can't believe that they act like white privilege isn't a thing. They carry themselves like it's a joke.
The epitome of white privilege. Okay. You show up to a protest with guns, pitchforks, tiki torches, whatever. Yeah. How many people were killed yesterday?
0.
Now let it be the other way around.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Like that.
So
is that really considered peaceful?
Colin Kaepernick took a knee.
It's intimidation. That's not peaceful. You're walking around with guns.
Listen to this. Colin Kaepernick took a knee. He took a knee during national anthem. He was disrespectful to all the military that came before him.
Allegedly. That's what they said.
Now,
what they feel.
White supremacists stand in march next to an American flag, a Confederate flag, and a Nazi flag, side by side.
These aren't just like redneck Hicktown people. They had professors out there.
They're coming from all over the world.
And
all over the world.
Politicians.
All over the U.S.
There's a lot of people out there had important jobs.
These are Klan members without masks.
Yeah.
These are Klan members proudly embracing their racism. Out there. They're out there. That's not disrespectful. I'm sorry if you have more of a problem. If you looked at what Colin Kaepernick did and you said I have a problem with that, and then you looked at what happened yesterday and you say that you don't have a problem with it, I'm sorry you don't ever speak to me again because
there's a problem with you.
We just don't see on the same level. We don't see eye to eye because that.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make sense.
No sense at all.
It doesn't make sense. And what Kaepernick stood up for, I just hope that players don't get scared because of what happened to Kaepernick.
Not just Kaepernick.
Yeah.
He was just the main person.
Yeah, but
there
now
was other players on the Niners.
But now a lot more big names need to come.
Did you see Chris and Kyle Long?
Yep.
And those are two white players.
Two white players are from there. Chris Long came out in the past multiple times. He was a Patriot. He was a Ram.
To go to the White House.
Yep, exactly.
Chris Long has always stood up for us. But Martellus Bennett said, "I'm up. I'm woke, bruh. You'll never be able to define me by a game. Trying to discredit my voice because I play sports. It won't work."
It shouldn't work.
That's strong.
No,
that's strong to me because I hope that every player in the NFL is living by that. I hope that Roger Goodell sees that and he realizes that this blackballing of Colin Kaepernick that they thought was going to silence players, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. It's only going to pick up now more than ever.
Yeah. If you thought you had a lot of following before, you ain't seen nothing.
And now I think it's time we're going to see bigger superstars. Not Colin Kaepernick's, not players that are teetering starters.
LeBron came out and said something, right?
LeBron came out and said something about our president.
Oh,
he came out and said something about our president.
Because our president wouldn't say anything.
Make America great again. How's that going?
Yeah.
That's what LeBron had to say.
Yeah.
And that's for real, but
that's another.
LeBron shouldn't be the first big name to do it though. I'm sick of the athletes sitting around and waiting for LeBron to bust a move before they bust a move, thinking that LeBron always has to start things because he's the biggest.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
And because you can't do nothing to LeBron.
Yeah.
That's what people think. So
and that's why NFL players are sitting back and being so timid because they think they're going to get the same.
I mean, when you see what happened to Kaepernick,
I mean? Exactly.
That's why.
You get scared.
Exactly. But that's what.
Listen to what Martellus said. Listen to what Martellus said.
I really wish people would just not care about
what Mark
that
Cuban
anymore.
said. In the NBA, it probably would have been embraced.
Yep, exactly. That is 100% true.
Yeah.
Why do you think that in the NBA would have been embraced?
Because there's more minorities. We've talked about this many times. When in basketball and football, the difference is you can take your helmet off and you can see the face.
Yeah.
And LeBron has a face, and James Harden has a face, and Steph Curry has a face, and Kevin Durant, and Melo. You know them when you see them outside of basketball, so they're polarizing figures. Where football, you wear a helmet, you can't see them. So I think in basketball, their voice is more heard because more people know them, and more people are willing to listen to people that they know and they can see.
Yeah.
So I think that's why the owners actually have had to give them more money, and that's why NFL players want that money, and that's why they look to LeBron because LeBron
is called that bluff.
Exactly. NBA's put that foot down and said no.
The players strikes.
We're really not going to play. And if the NFL players were to do that and come out and I'm telling you, the NFL would crap themselves because it would take a hit to their ratings. It would lose money, and you know them owners are all about their cash. You know what it is.
Three players. Tom Brady, Cam Newton, Odell Beckham Jr. decide that they are not going to play. They're not going to play football until Colin Kaepernick gets.
I would wish they would even just come out and say
Colin
something.
Kaepernick will be signed.
On the flip side of that,
right?
the outrage that happened when Tom Brady was suspended.
Thinking about what are you going to do on a Sunday now?
I got chills.
What are you going to do on a Sunday now? Cam Newton, Tom Brady, Odell Beckham is not going to play. Just 3 players. Just 3. That's all it takes. Just 3.
And I wouldn't even be mad if they came out and protested against playing, like saying, no, we're not going to play. I just wish they would come out and say something.
Yeah.
Like, come out and tell everyone,
That's
like,
right.
y'all keep covering your eyes to what's really going on, and you can't do it no more.
But now they have the proof.
Exactly.
The proof is out there now. You have to see it.
That's it. It's so sad what happened this weekend, but at the same time, it might be a blessing because I think that it definitely opened up eyes. I think it definitely opened up eyes that didn't want to be open. That weren't open before.
Been crossed. We all believe it has been crossed a long time ago, but this might have been the public event that puts it over the edge. You can't sit around anymore.
Yeah, you can no longer ignore it.
No.
And with that brings us to the end of our Blaze Point. Great opinions, fellas. And our next segment will be our final segment, the last hit. A lot of last hits to give out. Who we giving them to?
I'll start off since we're all sad. I'll keep the sad train going. The Nature Boy, Ric Flair. He was put into a medically induced coma before he had surgery today.
I didn't know that.
Good news. Good news just came out that it was not heart related. He's resting from the surgery now, so hopefully he'll be okay. Shouts go out to you, Nature Boy. You're always been top 3 all time favorite wrestler for me. So get well, Nature Boy.
Nature Boy, Ric Flair. And Jarrell, last hit. Who you passing it to?
My last hit's gonna have to go to Trey Griffey, son of Hall of Famer Ken Griffey Jr.
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver out of Arizona. He was cut last week by the Colts. We all thought his career was over. Sad ending, but the Miami Dolphins signed him yesterday.
Cutler, see?
Undrafted free agent out of Arizona. Finished his career at Arizona with 79 catches, 1,241 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So big ups to you, Trey. Keep it up.
Make the team. Hope to hear big things from you. Denzel, last hit. Who we going to?
Tiger.
Tiger Woods.
I gave you my last hit last week, and I'm not sure if you needed it because you probably were already high. I mean, it came out.
Just living life, man.
His case was closed, and it came out. They were able to get his toxicology report, and he had 5 different drugs in his system. One of them being THC. So I mean, if you don't want to go back to golf anymore, Tiger, it's okay, man. Just ride off into the sunset and come join the session with us.
And that wraps up the last hit. Everyone that got it passed to them, enjoy it. As I'm here with my colleagues, that'll be the end of our show. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and be back here tomorrow for another morning sports session. You matching?